Action.
All right, Steve, so no surprises here. But first things first, that Acadia you picked out, is it the correct vehicle, correct miles, right equipment?
Love the vehicle, yes.
That's good. Let me just remind you real quick that it is a Motor Trend certified vehicle, so you will get a complimentary 6 months, 7,500 mile comprehensive limited warranty. And check with one of our finance managers, you can extend that too. You will get 3 years worth of oil changes, tire rotations, and filling up your fluids of regular maintenance covered by us.
What's that worth?
Well, how much is it to get the oil change, would you think, on a GMC Acadia?
Maybe 60, 70 bucks?
Okay, so 60, 70 bucks, you're looking at about 240, 250 bucks worth of oil changes and tire rotations. You will get the resistol on the interior and the exterior of this vehicle, which will really just keep the value of the Acadia higher in the long run. So when you do decide to trade or sell it, it'll be worth a little bit more than the next one down the line.
Okay.
As well as you get our best value guarantee, which if you remember we spoke about, if you find this same GMC Acadia, same benefits, same features anywhere else in the world within the next 5 days, what did I tell you we do?
You said you'd come and check back for the difference.
We cut you a check back for the difference, Steve, that's correct. And also you get the 3-day or 72-hour, pretty much a test drive, really. So for the next 72 hours, as long as you don't exceed 300 additional miles on this vehicle, you can take it out. Let's say you just get home, you decide you don't like it, your dog's barking at it weird, whatever it may be. What did I tell you we do?
I could bring the sucker on back and get another one.
You can bring it back and exchange it. That is correct. Okay, so with all that in mind, here's what we've done for you, Steve. So the market value of this vehicle was $38,695. We've discounted it $9,814, bringing it down to our pre-discounted price of $28,881. That touch of class is $669, which brings your total for this vehicle to $29,580. Now your vehicle, we love it a lot. We'll give you $7,000 for it. And we're not gonna stop there. You're actually getting a tax break if you're trading it into us in the state of North Carolina, and that amounts to $189 that you're saving. $210 that you're saving. And that's real live money that you're not paying. So put in other words, if you were to take the trade out of the equation, the price would go up by $210. And that's not because we raised it, but because the taxes went up. So your adjusted price after the trade is $22,580, tax, tags, and fees. And your payoff on your trade is $13,389, which brings you out to a total out the door number of $37,342.17. Now, what we like to do over here at County Ford is show you the best way to buy a vehicle. The best way is short terms, lots of money down. And that'll help you build equity quicker, give you the freedom to trade or sell sooner, saves you a lot of money in the long run, really. So over here, we've got options, and we've got a short-term, long-term, and a best of both worlds. So at 36 months with 5,000, 6,000, 7,000 down, this is what your payments would look like. At 60 months, which is the longer term, you'll get the same benefits as at 36 months where you'll be able to build your equity quicker. You just get to do it at your own pace. These are your payments with 5, 6, and 7,000 down, and this is the best of both worlds right here at 48, 5, 6, and 7,000 down. Do me a favor, put an initial by the payment that works for you and sign for me right there, and we'll get this Acadia ready for delivery.
Well, no, I'll put $5,000 down. Okay? That'll pretty much tap me out cash wise. I'll go 60 months, but you gotta get that payment, lower than that.
Okay, so what you're telling me is that that 707 is too high?
707 sounds like an airplane to me. Doesn't sound like a tar payment.
Well, I understand that, Steve, but so what I'm hearing is you don't want to write a check out for 707 every month, send it over to the lender, and the lender keep all $707. Is that correct?
Oh, you're hearing me just fine.
Well, what if I told you that that's not actually the case? You're not paying $707 a month for this vehicle.
What do you mean?
Well, let me show you. So let me ask you this. I'm sure we can get fairly close. How much do you think this vehicle will be worth in 5 years when you're done paying it off?
Maybe 10 grand?
Okay, so let's say it'll be 10 grand. And do you have a calculator on you by chance?
I do.
Do you mind dividing 10 grand by 60?
$167.
167. And do you know what that 167 represents?
No earthly idea.
Okay, so every month you're gonna write that check out and you're gonna send it over to the lender. And that check is gonna be for the total amount of 707. Now, after you pay this vehicle off, you make your 60th payment, what do you get in return in the mail?
I get that title.
You get that title, and it's a special title, Steve. It's got your name on it. And what can you do with that title? You can trade using it, you can borrow against it, you can sell it. So it really kind of works as a share of stock. And every month when you write this payment of 707 and send it over to the bank, essentially 167 of that is going straight to your title with your name on it. So in reality, so 707 minus 167, what is that?
$540.
540. When it's all said and done, Steve, your net payment is $540 a month. How does that sound?
You gotta be able to do a little bit better, Mo. Come on. Just drop the payment like 25, 30 bucks.
Well, Steve, I would love to drop the payment 25, 30 bucks, but one of the things that's deferring us from doing that is the fact that you have negative equity on your vehicle.
So I'm sort of paying for two vehicles here.
Essentially, yes, sir, you are, because that remainder of that loan has to be paid off. And I told you, we love your vehicle. So when we actually do the math, 17%
19.
19%.
Steve, divide 7,000
Steve, divide 7,000
by the balance to finance,
by
which is
37,342.71, or 17, sorry.
that's 19%.
So 19%. And do me a favor and
Multiply the payment of 707 times
by
19%.
19%.
That's 134.
Okay, and 707 minus 134 is
573.
all right. So that 134, that's how much you're paying for the vehicle that you were replacing. So that's the reason your payment is at 707. Without that vehicle, your payment would be, our vehicle only costs you 573 a month.
So Steve, we can do this one of two ways. If you want to pay 573, just put down an additional $7,000, or if you want to keep that money, live with the 707. Which way do you want to do it?
All right, Steve, so we can do this one of two ways. If you want to get to that 573, you can put down an additional $7,000 to cover that equity, or you can live with the payment of the 707 and have both vehicles paid off. Which way would you like to do it?
I think I'll opt for the 707.
Sounds good. Just need your autograph right here and we'll get it ready for delivery.
Good.
And my numbers mess me up.
We need to work a little bit more on the negative equity part, okay? And on the net payment, we need to set that up more effectively too. And I'll do that in a few minutes and I'll show you. You're now going to be the customer, okay? You are going